What's up, beautiful souls, everybody? Welcome in. This is Casey at the Guardian Oracle. Surprise! It is about 7:15 a.m. here, Thursday morning on May 15th. My name is Casey. I'm a psychic medium and intuitive. I want to let you guys know that I love you and I hope that you spread truth and love throughout your day. And if you've got to kick a little ass in the meantime, then I guess we need to kick a little butt. Welcome in, guys. This is just going to be spiritual guidance. We're going to get a couple of love notes out here. I'm going to pull you guys some angel numbers. What's up, Keegan Ham? Hey, Chief Casey. Oh, what's up, Sheriff? How are you? Long time no see. Long time no see. All right, spiritual guidance for the beautiful collective. Thank you guys for tuning in to the 3-part series of the All Sign Saga that I did. We finished up Cancer, Pisces, and we kind of need to finish the end of Scorpio. Started cutting out in the storm yesterday here in Idaho. All right, spiritual guidance. Let's get a beautiful poem for today. See what we got. Guided messages to the poem. A girl should be 2 things, classy and fabulous. A true friend knows your weakness but shows you your strengths, feels your fears but fortifies your faith, sees your anxieties but frees your spirit, recognizes disabilities but emphasizes your possibilities. What's up, Cindy? Tandy, hello, beautiful. Medusa, what the heck? What's going on, guys? There are many things in life that will catch your eye, but only a few will catch your heart. Pursue those. Okay. As soon as I'm feeling that energy of love. Okay. Who is coming towards you energetically? What can you expect for today? Spirit guides, what do they need to know? Holy Spirit, holy angels of the highest bright light, I call on you for clarity and guidance. Archangel Michael, I ask that you would guard the gates as I channel these messages. Zerdik, what's up, guys? I demand declare and decree. Should have probably got some coffee before I got out here. Whatever, we're just gonna send it. Welcome out, guys. Welcome out to Idaho in the shed. All right, what do we have for my BEAU typical collective? All right, who's coming towards my collective at this time? Who's coming towards the collective? What do we need to know, be aware of energetically? Ooh, you're in a hurry. I'm in a hurry to get things done. Why rush until life's no fun? All I really gotta do is live and die, but I'm in a hurry and don't know why. Huh. I heard that song. I'm in a hurry. 6 of Swords. You might be going on some sort of unexpected vacation or being approved. Like if you're waiting for a passport or your green card or some sort of citizenship, or you're wanting to travel and move towards that, looks like the energy comes for you to do that. I also want to say that the blockages that you've been experiencing in some sort of travel or moving forward in a specific situation, because I've got the 6 and the 7 out here, 1967, as well as June 7th. I've been channeling June 6th and June 7th a lot. It's talking about have faith in the delays that you've been experiencing at this time. You will soon see in future. And there's something very prominent here about his pinky out. You know, you might know somebody whose pinky does that. There's this thing with the pinky, and I want to say it feels like that there's been good reason for any delay, and I want to say delay that has happened in this. I heard slow and steady wins the race. Moving forward with healthy boundaries. The Sun comes out in reverse. The Hermit out in reverse. Okay, you might not be feeling so happy about this move. you know, or you are feeling blocked and you are feeling, yeah, there is some sort of blockage here that you're experiencing at this time. For some of you, I don't know if it has to do with moving forward to this travel, but it's like trying to get into the calmer waters and stay there, you know, or for some of you, you've gotten yourself into calmer waters, you've moved away and you have the healthy boundaries, but it's almost like you're a little stiff, you're a little rough around the edges, collective. You know, there's a need to, you might be pushing a blessing away, you know, and especially if you have a child or children, you know, there's something here about maintaining good, healthy boundaries. For some of you really are having issues with your children right now, and them minding and listening and following through, you know, it does kind of feel like that. Some of you might be sending a child away as well, to get some sort of, I don't know, I heard better parenting, to where this child could have some boundaries for some of you. Okay, new storyline. What else do we got? Now I'm going to ask about who is coming towards the beautiful collective in love. What could you expect in love today or till you see the next? Signs, synchronicity. What can you expect? Holy Spirit, holy angels. You're having that sweet coffee now. I want some coffee. I see a tower and the 3 of Swords. Uh-oh. What do we have in love? What do we have in love coming towards the beautiful collective? A message about a heartbreak. Dude, there's going to be a truth revealed here. I can feel that. It's like maybe that's, you know, in the first spread that I pulled, that blockage too. It's like, I feel like there's somebody or something that's not wanting you to see something. You know, and it, with the Sun in reverse, it could have been your ultimate happiness in some way. It's some sort of, I heard distraction illusion. What's up, guys? Thank you for coming in. What is up, Ryan Barkley? I'm drinking, but a good read yesterday, Pisces. Yes, yesterday. I have not got to go back through those. I need to go back through those. That was a lot of information that was coming out in those. I know I want to rewatch the Cancer read. I know it's not related, but where were you born? Beautiful or born to be beautiful? I was born to be magnificent. I am magnificent. I am the I am. Thank you for the compliment. I actually am from Reno, Nevada. Claudio, I'm a warrior. Who's coming towards my beautiful collective in love? Holy Spirit, holy angels. What do they need to know? Welcome in, guys. It's good to see some of you. Okay, like I said, you've got somebody that's making a move towards you. And it even could be out of, seeing the Sun is in reverse again. What's going on? You could have actually been, you know, stuck in some way, and now you're feeling unstuck. Like you've received the proper guidance. You know, some of you are not sure. See, and I keep getting all of these reversals. No message, moving away. It's like, I'm telling you, I know my energy. Somebody's afraid that somebody's going to find something out here through message. They're going to be able to see and observe it. Somebody is, I'm getting goosebumps. Somebody is a little worrisome that the veil has fallen for somebody, and they're going to be able to have full access, whatever full access means. There is something here very, see, it's got to be words. It's going to be a message. It's got to be. It's going to come through. All right, I'm going to use a different deck. Let's just get anything else right here for this. I don't think I can do it. I heard that. I don't think I can do it. There's some sort of apprehension or some sort of, I'm hearing psychosomatic. And you know, when I first woke up and spirit guides woke me up and they're like, well, get out there and do a read. And I was like, what the hell? we're 12 hours early. I don't do reads this early. And I kept hearing about a mental illness, you know, whether this is hiding something about that or this has something to do with that. But I was hearing mental illness, you know. Somebody that feels like they're losing their mind. I kept hearing, I'm not crazy, I'm not crazy. I still have to finish the full read. I have Scorpio left. Yeah, well, Scorpio cut out. I'm going to have to get on there today. And the Hierophant and the King of Wands at the bottom of the deck. Okay. Spiritually. Spiritually, the message that you're waiting for. And I'm also hearing like what's on the other it might not be what you expect. You know? It might not be what you expect. Might be as you connect to your spirit, you draw closer to your highest self. So there is something here spiritually, perhaps like a giddy up, a woe back, a moving forward, and then I'm hearing a settlement. You know, there could be something here pertaining to a settlement that somebody's not wanting you to know about, or it has something to do. The message in reverse. You know, they're not wanting to communicate. Oh, I see. Okay. For some of you, you know, your guides are talking about message delivery, talking about, and I want to say, you know, the Hangman in reverse, not seeing something. See, the King of Pentacles is in reverse. All of these reversal energies are coming out. Is this doubt, fear? What is this? The Empress and the Sun. Okay. And Temperance. In love. Okay, in love, somebody looks at you, collective, in a very high light. There's adoration here for your connection to yourself that you possess and the connection that you are growing. I heard the profundity of your experience here as a soul. It's been magnified over and over again, and somebody's very aware of this, collective. When somebody thinks of you, it is the light. It's like the solar energy. I'm hearing that solar from the sun. The sun, the stars, and the moon. It's like either you're not believing the messages that you're receiving for your highest good that are being alchemized right now, because in some way there's been some sort of standstill, or you haven't, like, maybe you're not. Like, I've been sitting here looking at this for so long, and I don't understand how I haven't received the message yet, or why am I not getting it in some way. There could be or is this having to do, this is very interesting. Tell me about, I'm seeing a family in reverse. Tell me about the message in reverse. The gift. I told you. It's about a spiritual gift. Dating, letting you know, surprise, and thinking of you. The message. Third party at the bottom of the deck in reverse. Okay, so somebody here wants to tell you, I haven't been sleeping with anybody else. You know, I only want to be with you. They see you as a gift. This person could be financially on hard times in some way, or that could be a worry of theirs, or they're just, you know, more spiritual as well and not so built up in the world. This person could be a Pisces. I'm hearing that. This person could be a Pisces. The Hangman in reverse. Heartstrings, mind games, taking advantage, playing with feelings, and stringing along. Oh. Okay, so then why the Sun? Because Hangman in reverse is like, is somebody playing a game here? And is this spiritually through love? Because this is very interesting. Mind games. And I was saying earlier, I was channeling something about mental illness, right? Something about mental illness, mind games, heartstrings. Okay, tell me about the Sun. What is this? Ultimate happiness. Uncontrollable desires must have you, a hunger for pleasure. The Empress. Twin flame, shared feelings, mirrored emotions, your other half, reflection of your soul. Okay, somebody sees you as the gift. And I started channeling this, was this Scorpio's reading, actually, yesterday that I was filming. And there's somebody, whether they watch or they observe or they astral travel or astral project, or they can, in whatever way, whether this is, see, I've got ghost here. They use monitoring spirits in whatever way. You're dealing with somebody who's spiritually advanced, okay? for some of you. On that level of those of you that are dealing with somebody spiritually advanced, you have this ravenous spirit out here. And I channeled this, that ravens were prominent. And I want to say that was in the Scorpio read, or was it in the Pisces read when it first started? I want to say it was Bearing Omens. Bearing Omens. Why the ravenous spirit? Uncontrollable desires must have hunger for pleasure. For what? For what? Because there's an error of fuckery behind this. There's an error of fuckery behind this read. Is this some sort of magician? Is this some sort of sorcerer? Some sort of high priestess? You know, is this in the upright? I'm not sure if this is just an immense amount of admiration that somebody has for you spiritually and admires the way that you know, your connection here. They maybe even know more about you than you do, so to speak. Oh, you know, there could be an illusion here, because I just looked at and it said for real Cancerians from Ryan, and I looked up and I thought it said fried carnitas. And I was like, ooh, that sounds good. And I'm like, wait, that's not what that says. So the gift is here. Like, maybe you do have this gift where you decode or understand things on a deeper level. That's the gift with the message in reverse. It's like, even if somebody did put something out here in a way that it would try to deter, because I see Archangel Michael's all over this with the twin flames and the Empress here with the gift. You know, and it's my belief that my twin flame is the other version of myself, my higher self, when I can walk that aspect, my higher self, into whether it's moving it consciously or physically embodying that in times of fight or flight. I've done it. I've experienced it. So what's the ravenous about? And I kept calling it the ravenous spirit. I'm hearing fearmonger. Yep, putting on a front, people pleasing, hidden motives, weird behavior, exposure, being judged, and a hidden truth. But the secrets came out in reverse. So somebody's putting on a front about something that they know pertaining to a happiness or your enlightenment in some way. Your enlightenment. Pregnancy, and the Empress is out here again. You know, you could be a mother, the mother of the zodiac, which would be Cancerians. Okay, for some of you, I feel also there is something here about you having a child, you know, and somebody doesn't. There's an air of jealousy about pregnancy or the fact that you have a child. This baby, you know, somebody's very aware that this child, whatever child is incarnate or is here, it is the enlightenment. You know, there's something very special about a child here. It's some sort of angelic energy. Shared feelings, mirrored emotions with the twin flame. So this, you could either be embodying some sort of higher consciousness with the pregnancy here from your higher self, or you are pregnant and you have a baby with somebody that you would consider a twin flame with. And I want to say, for those of you, you know, there's a lot of, I hear women do it a lot. This is my twin flame. This is, you know, and some people spend too much time into that. Because then you're infringing upon somebody else's free will to be their own free person. You know, instead of looking at the lessons, I'm just going to tell you this as somebody who's gone through a lot and has also been on a journey with myself. You can't hang on to people, you know, and I feel like there's an air of that here. When it's time for people to grow, or, you know, they move about. It's really interesting. This is my Archangel Michael necklace. It's caught up in my starseed stone. So you could be a starseed, you know, and resonate with that. As you connect to spirit, you draw closer to your highest self. See, there's an air of mind games. Somebody is a little intimidated about this enlightenment, and perhaps the enlightenment that you'll bring to a child as you are spiritually awakened. 22 as I say that. Thanks, guys, for hitting the like and subscribe button if you dig the vibe. Archangel Michael. There's something very prominent here, and I'm just trying to figure out what's going on. What's this hidden? Because with the heartstrings here, it's like, you have a gift. It feels like you have an immense amount of emotional intelligence. with the heartstrings, and that is one of your gifts. And it's like you keep ascending to a new height or to a new level because of your giftedness with ability to understand humanness, to honor the humanism, right? What's the mind games? What is this pertaining to? The mind games, Holy Spirit, Holy Angel. Holy Angel. Yes. Yeah, challenging darkness. Challenging darkness and inscribe your emotions on the forbidden pages. Hold on, guys. It is getting warm in my shed. Yesterday it was so windy and cold. Today is super, well, it's not super windy. Okay. Facing fears. Dude, you do have somebody. It feels like an initiation. Okay, this reads kind of all over the place. For some of you, this is an initiation spiritually into one. I was talking about booby traps the other day that we kind of set for ourselves in life, or that others do. You know, to see if we are divergent, right? If you know, if you guys have watched that, if we have these. There is a beacon and a marker that are on highly spiritual people, and it has to do with their electromagnetic field and the way that they expel those energies around them, especially in times of fight or flight or fear. For some of you, you've been being pushed along this path and very spiritually, heavily spiritually attacked through your own psyche. That's where the mental manipulation came in. This is very interesting. Okay. For some of you, you have a significant other that has some sort of a demonic spirit attachment to them because they are highly ranked in some area. I don't think this person is awake yet, or there's, you know, they might be moving towards this awakening, which is why I feel like there's this spiritual attack out here, because this, whether this is a baby's father, okay, I see women here, a woman and a mom, and I'm seeing the angels and the twin flames. As I'm looking at this, I see this, and it's forbidden pages. So either this is you with the having the baby, there's something about the genetics and some sort of hybrid, you know, very advanced DNA. Either that you have, or that you were given to at birth, which is like your enlightenment. You know, you are, you know, we're all gifts to this world. It's just the spirit that you come in. It's fearless, you know, and with this angel out here, Archangel Michael, there's something that the darkness is seeking after within you, your family, and it feels like in any way to try to get to that enlightenment or stop you from having this amount of enlightenment with the vigilant watch here. Challenging darkness. Facing your fears, protecting your boundaries, being forceful when needed. And we seen initially the Seven of Wands up when his hand was up like, hey, you know, it's like even if you try to get out of a tough spot, you could have some sort of society that's trying to push you back into, with the King of Pentacles in reverse here, some sort of poverty mindset, lack mindset, instability in some way, and fucking with your mind games, you know, playing mind games with you. The birds are chirping. Trying to hide something. Look for real answers. Write your own destiny. Inscribe your emotions. It's like, yeah, somebody here is trying to play, I heard play doctor, or, you know, play, I heard house, playing house. Your emotional intelligence is the gift, though. That's the thing. Because those emotions, it doesn't make you shut down and go to this place of destruction. You stay connected. It pushes you further to stay connected. Okay. Is this darkness and demonic spirits overall? Because it feels like it's some sort of deity that's called on. A force of some sort. Forbidden pages. Trying to hide something. So what is that? What does that even mean? Trying to hide something. Maybe there is some sort of illusion or booby trap in some way that you'd have to face your fear to be able to, I'm hearing, transcend or to move forward on your path. See the strength, the forbidden pages. They're trying to hide something. It's about your strength or your ability to complete something or move forward through something. Looking for real answers, write your own destiny. You could be I was going to say a time writer. It's not a time writer. And I'm hearing it again. Grand Key Sky Master. Grand Key Sky Master. A Sky Master. The strength is in reverse. That is what somebody's trying to hide. And there's the traveling again. Astro traveling, or what's being sent, challenging the darkness, facing fears. Trying to hide something, the fact that you're stronger than you know. You're stronger than the darkness. When you face the darkness with light or your intelligence, you know, what might even be as scary as this isn't real. You know, some of you need to watch that movie Divergent, the series. You know, it's pretty good. But it really talks about a society of people, a society of people, 5 different societies within they call them fractions, or fraction. But anyways, each of them belong to something. Each one of these societies, by the time you're 18, you move away from your family and you go into these different societies. There's 5 within it. If you're super nice, if you're strong, you know, justice, if you're a truth teller. That's how you get a test, and they decide where you go, and then you get a pick. But you leave your parents exactly at that age, and then you become a part of your fraction. You're no longer part of your parents. And for some of you, I know it sounds very crazy, but with me saying this, like, you might not even know who your real parents are. Like, you literally could have been conscious swapped into a body. Okay? Conscious swapped into a body with this AI in vitro. It's like there's some kids coming about like this that they've done tests on or something. It's like somebody has been followed their whole life, you know, their pregnancies or these children that they've have, or, you know, about these children. I just can't get away from the fact and the gift. These children are gifted, and in some way you're some sort of guardian and warrior for these children. And it feels like not only are you doing it in the physical, you could be noticing your kids having like night terrors or things like that. There's some sort of infiltration to try to scare the spirit. Something's going to be exposed about who sent out this energy, because I'm hearing it was sent, and it was by a ravenous spirit, somebody who works with the druids, the birds, really dark etheric earth magic. Somebody who wears a mask. I want to say it also feels like there's somebody who's a part of a society that realizes who you are spiritually. And I want to say this as far as like maybe they can prophesy, or they've seen you, remember you, they can look you in the eyes, they have the soul remembrance, right? Somebody who's highly gifted like that has laid their eyes on you. They realize who you are within this society, and it feels like as much as they might be portraying to help these, I'm hearing dark watchers, the good old boys, the secret societies, this darkness. It's a deity. It's an energy that can manifest upon. I mean, come on, guys. Light is intelligent. Darkness is programmed. It's programmed to create fear. So the mental illness, you know, you could have noticed that you were in some sort of very high twin flame. You know, you could have 2 babies with this person specifically, or 2 children in some way. And the soul, it doesn't have to be from the physical vessel, but the soul always comes from that from the split off of your guys' souls. So even, it's remarkable. You could have a child with somebody and truly it be a child of some of your guys' in a past life. It's just the way that the soul works. And there's something prominent here. It's like somebody, I'm hearing, they found each other, you know? These 2 have found each other again. But it's like without trying to hide something, it's like maybe it's like, what's the fucking odds that you would stumble upon your wife, your husband, or whoever, right? And you would meet them in this lifetime, or in this, you know, they're showing it to me as a simulation. In this simulation, and that it's like everything that could have been blocked to block you guys, or that would have set out something that would create so many fears that you wouldn't be able to, you know, recognize the angelic, the earth angel in one another. just always had a deeper knowing that something, and that's the gift right there. And you know, because it pulls on your heart in a different way. It's that relationship that has brought you back to yourself, or is at this moment. That's the one, because it's a divine connection. It's through shared the realization of this world and fear. I mean, this is just a simulated gargoyle to scare, comes to kill, steal, and destroy in the night. It gets in the psyche and the mind. That's where the fears, that's where the demon likes to sit, or it can manifest throughout the body if you give power to it by fear. Somebody here, and that's been the thing that they've tried to do. Fear's been the biggest tool they've used to infiltrate this. I don't even want to say it's a contract. It's just a natural evolution of yourself, and they know when you're awake, not only do you awake deeply within an aspect of yourself, you're working with your higher self here, but you allow others' gifts to shine through subtly. You don't even have to speak to them. It's just the energy, your electromagnetic field. Look at this enlightenment. You were chosen for this. Not only were you chosen, but you chose as well. Damn, you've been up against some very dark forces. Very dark forces. On this soul level. I heard it's contractual. On the soul level. Tell the tree what you really think. So this is about figuring out your lineage. Like I said, some of you might be a walk-in spirit, and you might just now be getting your consciousness out, which means another being in the body that you're in now, spirit, you switch life force energies. Whether you had a near-death experience, or you're just now walking into this time and space, or you have people that have passed on, you've carried a lot of their... the intensity of true soul connection includes highs and lows. Love is in the air when Cupid is around, and tell it to the tree. It's like, this goes beyond just superficiality. This has to do with the bloodlines. This has to do with the chemical makeup. Something that, our DNA... it's supposed to be predestined, but we have that innate God source energy within us that we can bypass. We're fucking magnificent beings. I'm gonna say that we really are. And if you can shapeshift and transform and mold your DNA and move through energy and light frequencies, and you're able, and this is like telling you, I know that for some of you that just watch tarot and you're working on your intuition, go deeper. Okay, go deeper within yourself and ask yourself why you're really here. It's not just for this relationship, okay? It's not about this relationship with yourself. These children, it's like the only way you could have saved them is bypass some sort of loophole within your own system. A system you once were a part of that now you're not. I do want to say it feels like you're getting help from somebody, a watcher. Somebody who watches in the night, somebody who's vigilant and aware of not only, if there's darkness there, the light that's there as well. Be working with the light army. What's up, Bethany? Okay, so what's the overall outcome here? What's the possible overall outcome in here? What's the guidance? The gift. They just keep showing me the gift. Universe is helping. The sun's back up in the upright again. And we've got the, because you're wise. Burdens are going away. You're going to notice a huge shift here. You bypass the boogeyman. Somebody has judgment. Why hiding the truth? It's like a 10 of swords, the 8 of swords, and the 9 of cups. Okay, somebody did go through your journal, okay? In some way. Somebody did go through your shit. It came out in the reverse, but this is somebody who just can't take it anymore. With the 10 of swords out here, and this single person, it's like somebody's had long and hard to think about shit. Somebody did go through in a time of pain, your writings, your things, and try to discover something about you, and realized that you maintained to yourself the entire time, and whatever it is, that it wasn't what they thought, or if they thought you were with somebody else, that you had secrets. It's like this person knows you really, like, your life's goal is your spirituality, is awakening, is your ultimate happiness. I'm telling you, there's children out here, is to be happy and connected. This person knows, like, deep down, you're on a true soul mission to find yourself. On a true soul mission to find yourself. And that Sun card didn't even belong in there. Well, it doesn't go there. I won't say it doesn't belong there. The overall outcome. Expect the unexpected. A gift. It comes through your higher self. Your supernatural ability to connect with yourself. How are you feeling about this situation at this time? How do you feel in the deeper, most inner parts of yourself about this situation? The challenging the darkness. Learning. Somebody's emotionally intelligent here. You know, very emotionally intelligent. The Ace of Wands, your creativity. You feel inspired by this. It's like you're able to pick up your pen and paper and write again, or you're able to understand why things are the way they are. You know, there's a death to a situation that's happening, or even a death could have brought about this throughout you. You know, losing somebody that was supposed to stifle your growth, put hatred in your heart, or to get you off balance is actually the thing that brought you closer to yourself. Boy, that Six of Swords is sure sticking out there. Why the Ace of Wands? There's inspired action here that you're intending to have. Five of Cups in reverse. Yes, you're done fixing the past. I want to say also, now the King of Pentacles comes out in the upright. It was in the reverse previously. It's like you unlocked your mother lode, whatever that means. You've unlocked your mother lode here by transforming through this spiritual quest, right? Staying on this mission that you've had. You know shit about societies, and I'm not gonna say, like, think about Divergent, how there's 5 different societies, and you go within that, and those must work so that everything else works. And it's like, I think you're somebody that thinks way outside the box, and I think you're somebody that can harness and channel and hone other information. You have a deeper knowing about the falsities in this earth. And it's like, I want to say too, somebody might even try to pay you or pay people to distract you in some way to bring in a tower moment so you don't have a new beginning, you know, but, or have, you know, in a way. But Spirit's just saying, it's like, the fact that you have a set of balls to move through the darkness, even, you know, in this demonic spirit, what they're showing me is how it manifests through people through mental illness. You know, it gets in their head, and it's like when you're by anybody who's like that, it reverses a tower or an effect that it would normally have on somebody's psyche. It's like maybe you do cast off demons, or that's one of your strong suits in some way. Like, there's just some demonic spirits that can't stand to be by your ass. It's too high frequency, it's too high pitch. It's like that mental illness, that programming's fading away as you walk into your creativity. Somebody knows that you can override the system. I'm hearing that you can override the system. And there's a lot of fear behind that. You know, what used to be easy to terrify you and scare you, it's like you're pretty balls out with walking with Jesus Christ, you know? Balls out walking with Jesus Christ. Welcome to my channel. My name is Casey. There's a confidence, well, it's a divine attribute, a cosmic wisdom that's within you. You understand the mission. You're understanding that you would have to face a lot of dark things on this path. Make peace with the past, you know, maybe whether this is karmically or this is other things, fragmented aspects of yourself you need to heal or retrieve to ascend yourself. I talked about booby traps too, you know, never underestimate how wise you are, you know, to be able to ascend this lifetime. Not only do we have our guides, but you would set something contractually, you know, and going through the loss of consciousness, we're completely wiped. You know, all of those planets, as a starseed, you know, I've been on, Lord only knows how many gajillions of fucking planets and star systems and lifetimes. Light years away on this very planet, within this solar system, you know, we have a lot of wisdom and knowledge within us. We're here, back here for a reason on this timeline, and there's something very important and prominent here about you picking up this attribute of yourself here. It's almost like those Those dark energies need it as well. It's like I told you yesterday, I can't remember what read, but there's some sort of wormholes that have been opened that's siphoning time, memory, and energy out. It's like put a hole in the Akash. It's almost like dementia in the Akashic record, I want to say. That's what I'm hearing. To where there's a deep, 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 deep sleep, a deep loss. And I want to say it's almost like, you know how others, wake up really fast? I want to say you've had several opportunities to wake up or be there, and I feel like there's some sort of underhanded society, whether it's the cook's not looking and they're little ninjas and go back in the back of the restaurant and squirt some fucking serum in your noodles. God only knows. There's a bartender that makes your drink. They scope you out for a week and they're trying to help you, dumb you down. Know your patterns to where they could, send energy towards that. That's why when you eat your food, have a good, even if it's, I don't eat McDonald's, I don't eat shit like that anymore. But even if you have to eat shit like that, at least put good intentions into it, I see this as the most healthy golden light that my body needs, the light and the energy that it needs. I transform this with my thoughts and my intentions within my being. Talking to somebody who's very aware. Okay, that was a read for somebody who is very aware. Okay. What does your higher self have to say for you? What would your future self tell you today? What would your future self tell you today? Holy Spirit, holy angels. Feel like there's still one more. And you could have that feeling too, like this unresolved, this, you're waiting for the big boom. You are a magical being with the whole universe waiting to assist you. Talking to some sort of galactic, very wise. You'll understand the mission. It's just not time now. Because if you did and you came online, it's like you would overactivate. You would, ruin it for everybody. Your signal's too big. You would let off too big of a frequency and we would be spotted. It's like we're hiding out here on this planet almost, in these bodies. You have many layers of truth to discover. Reach for your dreams knowing that it is already coming true. Thank you guys for hitting the like and subscribe button. Storms may bring passion, but not peace. Alright, the person's on your mind's truest feelings. Oh, I was going to get one card and it comes out with two. Oh my gosh, what's going on? The person on your mind's truest feelings. I went back to confirm somebody's heart broke. You've got the Nine of Cups in reverse, the Ace of Pentacles in reverse, and the Six of Pentacles in reverse. Somebody is feeling like there is no movement with you. I picked up on that earlier. Ace of Wands in reverse. There could be something forbidden here. Okay, there could be something forbidden here. Universally. Not quite sure why. I heard demonic spirit, and here comes my witchcraft card. Something is not what it seems, okay? Somebody is... See the Chariot in reverse. The Chariot to me is like the Merkaba, the body. For those of you that are advanced and you're on that level, you understand that there's beings walking around here in unauthenticated bodies, right? Yeah, the body stays alive. It's got the heart, but it functions. It's got a heartbeat, but it doesn't have a divine soul anymore. That's what I heard, anymore. You got some witch, bitch. And I don't like getting into this, but I'm just going to say this. You've got somebody doing some magic, okay? You got somebody doing some root work to get you ungrounded here. Yeah. Trying to get you to not use your intuition, but I think you're going to see something just fine. Like you're getting the clarity about this. Man, this message just wants to keep coming out in the Justice in reverse. Yeah, you got somebody who's doing something that's unjust in some sort of society. I can't keep saying it enough. This is societal work. Maybe they do try to get those to commit suicide, it's that demonic spirit. It's sent out. See, I'm telling you, that's how they do their hit jobs. They do it in spirit, so to speak, right? They're sending out these deities. I've heard it's been hijacked. It's been hijacked. Why the Three of Swords and the Why the Three of Swords? Page of Cups. Two of Cups. Okay, so you could have somebody do some work on you that would send somebody your way. It's like fucking with your heart, fucking with your head, fucking with your mind. Got a contract out here, Two of Cups, you know. There's a lion and a rose on the hand. You know, you could resonate with the lion and the rose, some sort of contract. Yeah, there's something tricky about a situation here. I'm telling you, there's something that's being hidden. I've gotten this in all three spreads. There's a contract out here, which normally is like a marriage, but this person's not looking so happy to be in the marriage, or, you know, the lion looks like it's fading out, doesn't want to be a part of this contract anymore. It could be a Leo with the Queen of Wands here. This has just always been my sacrificial card, my dirty witch card. I mean, and she sits there and does it all day. That's what I'm hearing. She sits there and does this all day. Trying to get somebody in a bind. Try to get somebody in a pinch to where they would be in fear and make the wrong decision. Strength in reverse. This could have to do with a Leo. I'm going to say that. What's this witch? What's going on? And if this deck, you know what? This person that doing this witchcraft actually could be somebody that you were with sexually in some way. I don't know why I'm starting to feel like that. It's irritating. It's an annoying fucking energy. It tries to come through the mind. I'm laughing at it right now because I'm like fucking getting into my work field. But yeah, there's definitely, see, letting you know, enjoying you, good vibes, expressing love. In reverse, somebody has a fucking jealousy around you in some way. Whether it's this Two of Cups, this heartbreak, it's like at all costs this person wants to see. They know you're made for greatness. You've got the Queen of Pentacles, the Ace of Pentacles, and the Six of Pentacles. This person's trying to reverse something that's your birthright, that's yours. This, you know, around spring, this person really could have started to try up at this again. Guys, remember to trust your intuition around fall. Okay, so there's something here about, yeah, this person wants to come out of denial. There's somebody here who's fucking in denial, okay? Not facing truths, dismissal, refusing, giving to somebody who's fucking contradicting itself. That's what they're trying to deal with energy, is to have it go back and forth so you're not sure. Be in your head and back out of your head. Keep you ungrounded in whatever way where you would mentally beat that path over and over again. I'm just not sure why, because somebody's in fucking denial that you are who you are. That you are who you said you are. Emotions. They're very emotional about this. There's somebody having a very hard time understanding that you might just be very fucking gifted. That you really do have a big role to play, or that you really are victorious. You're not, you know, humiliating, feeling ashamed. There's somebody here that, you know, like I said, this person knows, like I can hear it. I know who you are now. You know, somebody's ashamed for what they've done over and over and over. You know, there's a sense of humility here. You know, somebody here is envious of the power, and I say power. It is power. It's limitless. It's love. It's being able to be humiliated. It's like, dude, this motherfucker put you in the middle of all of your emotions, but look, slowly but surely you've pulled out these arrows that were shot through your heart. By sitting in your emotions and going through them. Nobody thought you were going to do that. Nobody thought you were going to be able to heal. If this is some sort of contract or marriage or deeper level, you know, commitment, this looks like it's a marriage. I mean, it's a partnership of some sort. It's like everything that was meant to fuck you ended up being the thing that you get back. This person wants to know, you know, they know that side. There's something here, this person wants to be forgiven and come back to the light. You know, and like I said, I feel like you're somebody that has the ability to release souls back to where they appropriately belong. Souls, there's energies that don't go to the other side when they pass, and they linger on other spirits because they're the consciousness not ready to go. And it can make other people, their monitoring spirits, do things, say things. It's irritating. It's like that voice in their head. You know, if you're not strong in your light, it's easy to be swayed to do shit you normally wouldn't do. I mean, it is manipulating energy. Okay. The person on your mind, their truest feelings. I tend to take on more tasks than I can handle, so I distract myself from my feelings until I fall into exhaustion or illness, the Ten of Wands. With that also being said, and I channel this, and I don't really like to do, about the witchcraft, because I don't give a fuck about it. I own my power, I stand in the light, I call on the light, and anything that I have to go through or will endure has only made me stronger, will only make me stronger. But I would not fuck with the light. And I'm just saying that because karma doesn't miss anybody. It doesn't miss anybody. It's in our fucking DNA. And there are some very powerful fucking beings here working with some very powerful extraterrestrial star seeds, these translucent beings. I've seen the shadow monsters. I know they're here. I know. I understand those energies. I've seen demons. I've seen them manifest on people that I've loved. I myself have casted demons out. At the time, how, I don't know, but I know I'm connected to this earth. The minute I put my hands in that ground, and my intention was to get that off of somebody that I love dearly. It was crazy to watch it. I've seen spirits. I've seen portals open. I've had full-blown telepathy. I have remembrances of being levitated out of my bed and then fucking shooting up into the sky. Like, I know these feelings. My dreams, I'm talking to somebody who, a lot of this stuff, it's like as much shit people were trying to do earthly, these, there might be some sort of coven or some sort of, they ain't shit, and spiritually I can see them because I can move my consciousness. I can travel my mind. If my spirit guides, my higher conscious self, because I work with my higher self and I call on the angelic realm for a higher wisdom and knowledge, what's important, what needs to be said. They'll show me. I can look where they're sitting together right now. I could find a street sign. I can move my consciousness like that. So when I see this, I see the women, and it's women. And there's one male. There was two, but it's like there's only one male left now in this little group. And I think that one male used to be a part of this and is now either leaving, and that's the one that's been subtly in that read was helping somebody out. They knew who you were. This yellow color, they knew who you were. They knew you walked with the light. They knew because there's stuff that was done to you. Your ass should have been dead a long time ago for this force trying to take you out. Literally. You have a very important avatar here. Despite it all, I cherish all of the time spent together. I am thinking of new ways to bring peace and harmony between us, the Six of Cups. So, and we got the Six of Cups. How many times? I want to say be careful because this could very well have been the person that was envious, jealous, took their love back from you, mentally manipulated in some way. But I also want to say that this person has some sort of projections onto them. Your guys' love for each other breaks any spell or any illusion that's ever been there. Love, somebody could have put you through hell and back, but you know what? If you're seeing that person change or they were awakened before you and it's pushed you to where you're changing, that's true love. People that will push you to be your better person, even if it's not comfortable. That's when you know you're on a real soul mission, is you allow it to form you. Whether you stop talking and you move apart, but it pushes you to a point of loving yourself, to never let people get in to a spot, self-love, to have self-respect. Fuck yeah, you love that person on a soul level. That's the person you do love. You honor people like that come into your life, and then later you see the change within them too. It's a beautiful dynamic. It's divine. You've got the card number 19, January 9th, I heard. Thank you for reminding me of the simple joys of life. It is a happiness that comes from the soul, so pure, innocent, and full of truth, the sun. Telling you, whatever was put out here, you've had the sun going reverse, back, with the Empress, these kids, this family, your money. It's finally coming around. It's like it's finally, it's all going to be exposed. It falls away. It can no longer be. You've done the work energetically. You've broken the ties. All right. Let's get an angel number for you guys. And I'll get some channeled messages as well. This is a deck of cards I made. I sit and just channel a bunch. What's up, Bill? Robin? Hello, beautifuls. Ralph K. All right, channeled messages for any of these storylines that may be prevalent. Holy Spirit, holy angels. These reads are timeless. Anytime that you find them, my intention is that there would be a message for you for the highest good of all, from your divine guides and the higher consciousness himself. Oh gosh. Astro projections. Astro projections is the very first card I see. There's that element of, I'm telling you, there's either initiation in some way. And I'm not talking about to planetary things. It's like through your starseed family, through, you know, whether this is, I'm hearing Ashtar command, these higher councils of light, time traveler, old soul. So I'm just going to go through these. These could mean something to you now. This could, you know, just be something that you thought of. This could just be a confirmation. What's up, Michelle? Time traveler, old soul, very spiritually gifted seer, obsessed energy. Well, that's a confirmation for me. Misused power, helping lost souls, being led by spirit guides, the hospital, illusions from fear. Man, this is basically what we went over in the read. Energy of an ascended master within, cops, community, talking about a society, being spied on for underhanded reasons. These came out in the Scorpio read if you guys want to check that out in the live section I did yesterday. Can't stop thinking of you. One Love by Bob Marley. Relax. Toxic and unhealthy. Struggling to be still. Your abundance is in your strong faith for humanity. Physical and mental abuse. Targeted. Time to release now for new to come in. You're someone's whole world. You are loved. You serve the light and have been through a lot. February 11th comes out. February 11th. A big event is coming. Your light triggers them. Illness. Time to move on. You're a warrior of the light and love. Dolores Cannon. Family time. I feel like somebody can channel Dolores Cannon. Call on Archangel Michael to help healing fragments of your oversoul's expression. Vivid dreams working with Star Family on ships. Oorah! Time traveler, old soul, tried staying on there. All right, angel number for my beautiful collective. And then I will pull your guys' most prominent spiritual gifts that you might be working with now or that are going to help you to solve, I heard, the mystery. Angel number for the collective, 4444. It's called Blessings in Disguise. Can't make that up. 2828 now as I see that 1010. Obstacles, hardship, strength, building character and experience. Blessings in disguise. There might be some difficulties ahead, but you will push through. You've got this. If you have been struggling or feeling lost, the winds of change will blow in your favor. If you have been suffering or feeling lost, some things may fall apart, but you are building the framework for something much, much better. Hang in there. See, and it's like even all... Stay strong in your convictions. Stay strong in your heart, mind. Doing what's best. Having a good moral code for the highest good of all. For yourself. You know, don't just ask for shit for yourself. I'm not saying not to, but how can you be of service? How can I help humanity? How can I take what I've been through and allow it to shape and mold the person that I am, and for me to be a frequency and a vibration that would activate others around me? You know, sometimes it's not what we say. It's just that we do it so repetitively that others begin to rely on the fact that we are moving in that direction, that there is hope. What did you do? You know, you're so different now. It's been a year. It's been 3 years, 5 years. You know, it takes a lot of work on our paths for us to look at ourselves. I promise you, on my spiritual journey, I've looked everywhere outside of me for the answers. I swear I have. The last place I looked was within, and that's when my psychic abilities, my intuition, I had somebody push me out of a lot of fear, create a lot of fear in my life, to push me to where I am today, you know, and it took that for me to find my courage and my strength to stand in it. It's not easy to get up here and talk in front of a bunch of people, you know, and we always want the messages to be right. And I learned that there is no right or wrong. You just say what comes into your mind. It's part of being a channeler. It's part of being an oracle. You just trust the process. Everything is a message. It's the things that you don't say that you think are silly that's the message somebody needs. It's not what you think. You get out of the way and you allow the divine to work through you. It's really a beautiful thing. Most prominent spiritual gift for my beautiful collective. Psychic surgery and spiritual adornment. You are being called to explore creating talismans, jewelry. Why did I think of you, Zyrtec, right now when I heard talisman? And other spiritual pieces for enlightenment and protection. Psychic surgery. So this is something that we're asking that you could be slipping into or asking. Hey, I'm asking my guides. Please allow me the proper tools, energy, mindset to use these gifts to do psychic surgery within my own being, or ask for the assistance for this. You are being called to explore psychic surgery to help remove energy blockages that can manifest into disease and disorders in one's body. So being able to sense those energies amongst others, it's all energy. All right, guys, I love you so much. Thank you guys for tuning in. If you're interested in a personal read with me, you can email me at angeldynasty33, all lowercase, at gmail.com. I take Venmo, PayPal, Cash App. I do hour-long reads. They are $65. And I do 35-minute reads that are $30. If you guys are interested in that, shoot me an email. I also do emergency reads, so within 24 hours. Most of the time I get on them within the same day. I did see the email that I had in there. If you're watching about wanting an emergency read, those are $100, and you will get that the very same day. If you feel you need one, email me. I also do energy work and remove negative energies throughout the read. If you consent to it, if I sense them through my higher spiritual self and I see that something needs to go or there's a blockage, I we'll do it together with the Council of Light in a very simple meditation. All you have to do is be ready to release it. I no longer allow the things that still kill and destroy my energy time that I'm ready to let go of, that I no longer have to hang on to. I release them now, and I will open up a gateway, and we will release those to Archangel Michael and my team of light. I love you guys so much. Please check out the other lives, share them, hit the like button, subscribe, leave a comment. I love you guys. I will be doing personal reads all day, so be checking your inbox, all of you. Hi, Carol, Robin, Jason, what's up? I won't get to talk to you all tonight. So if you guys are looking for your reads, check your spam folder too, please, because they do end up in there. All right, and if you haven't received your read yet and you're getting worried, email me. I'm either still working on it or I can get it sent over to you again. I love you guys so much. Thank you for your time and patience. And more than anything, be a light, stand in your truth, be powerful, and be brave. And allow these crazy ideas and thoughts to go in. Know that you're expanding, and expanding sometimes does feel like you're losing your mind. Just know, is it out of love and for the highest good of all, or is it out of fear and doubt? And always let your conscience be your guide between those two things. I love you guys. Kisses from Idaho.